today. From Soldier Field in...
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Take it in at the 3. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback. Throwing on first down. Anthony. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 catches, 82 yards, and a touchdown.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Looking to throw on second down. Anthony. Man open. That's Calvin Ridley. He's got room at the 30. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 34.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass...
Touchdown, Bears! Dawson Knox, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
You get a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 90 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Herbert now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, Herbert. That's taken in by the tight end, McKinney. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run for the first time with Isaiah Spiller. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. This defense for the Bears, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. You see, a lot on corner blitzes because they don't often get a shot at the quarterback, so they want to take it when they can. But this time the hit came too late. Easy call for the official.
Herbert operating from the red zone. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So that one a long 11-play drive. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He was 4-4 on that opening drive, including the touchdown pass, as he'll try again here to duplicate that success, starting with a 1st down. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Back to throw. Anthony. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Well, the Bears hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A good pickup there at 22.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their 1st-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Again, it's Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Kareem Hunt taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Bears have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Herbert. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert.
He's got McKinney complete to his tight end.
And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bears take over.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 3rd down, Anthony.
Swings this out for Hunt.
Gets around him.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Escaping the pressure right. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, wide open, complete.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20.
A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards.
things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie. His ability to keep his eyes downfield and make plays out of the pocket. Able to see the receiver while on the move and complete a really accurate throw.
Catch is made by Metcalf. Touchdown! DK Metcalf. As the first half is winding down, and the Bears will extend their lead here just before halftime. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. That time a 6-play drive, and it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of his NFL thing pretty quickly.
And 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. Did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we read. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So they take the deficit into the lockers. You know they had plans to receive the football. A nice drive, instead a fumble on the kickoff.
And that can be demoralizing right there because, as you pointed out, they had designs on coming out and, okay, we're going to change things here in the second half. Instead, with a deficit already, they cough it up, and now they've got to find a way to keep the score from mounting bigger against them.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Looking to throw. Anthony. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. DK Metcalf. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up the secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. And that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
Hey, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he is going to have the Chargers' first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Eckler now between the tackles. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Herbert. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 36. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On first down, it's Herbert. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day,
They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Line of scrimmage moves from 137-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. And this one's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll look to throw again. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 18. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. I'm glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed.
Touchdown Bears! Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eye...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. His throw incomplete.
I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll hand off here to Eckler. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
It'll go as a gain of 11 at a Charger first. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get... Get 15 more. top of this. Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. From the 39, Herbert. That's again complete to Palmer. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Herbert back to the air. Open man is Palmer. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Herbert. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Up the middle with Eckler. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes is won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily, you pick up the guys downfield, and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case,
and he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they're going to get this up to midfield. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Off play action. Anthony. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath, and he'll be brought down at the 27. Now they got to get to the line quickly. To the air again, Herbert. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So instead of a 4th down coming up after the incomplete pass, they get a roughing the passer call, and that's going to set them up with a first down. Here's Herbert. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 24. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't...
He's got a man complete. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 60 yards. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Back to throw. Anthony. Dancing to his left. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career, but he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating. even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground, but both really started to come in sync. So for the Bears, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.